Hello, everyone. Hello, Twin Flamers. This is Cindy Bowen, and I'm from lifeofoneness.com. You might have seen some of my videos and postings. Well, today I wanted to offer a free energy clearing for any of those that may need it. And so if you haven't checked out my website yet, go on lifeofoneness.com. If you would like a free reading, just comment in the comments below, yes please, and I will tune into your energy body and see what's happening there. Just a little bit about me. I've been doing energy healing for about over 25 years. I'm trained in Reiki reconnective healing, and over time just developed my intuition and dealing with all the layers of the energetic body. So I know that being on a twin flame journey is difficult and tumultuous at times, so I just wanted to offer some healing to whomever shows up and whoever I feel drawn to by my guides and their guides to help. I find it's most helpful to connect in with what's happening with you because you are a reflection of your twin flame, so rather than trying to heal our twin flame or manipulate that to make them see how wonderful we are, that we just work on ourselves and see what's blocking us, because sometimes what's in us is what's holding up the whole thing, even though we want it so much. So first I'm going to clear the space here, and please pop in and comment if you're popping in, if you're dropping on now. So I'm just waiting to see people dropping on here. Please comment if you're watching. And I'm going to clear the space now. I call in the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine Collective. I call in Archangel Michael to set a protective filter around me and everyone that's involved in this live stream. That all energies that are sent and received be blessed, cleansed, and purified between us. I call in my spirit guides and the spirit guides of those involved. I call in Saint Germain, who is the saint of twin flames. I call in the Buddha, the beautiful Buddha that sits behind me. And so let's tune in, keep connecting in. So let's talk about twin flame for a minute while we're waiting for people to log on here. So when this is all new technology to me, so bear with me for a minute. On our twin flame journey, we find that they trigger us and they're a reflection of us. And so there's things deep inside of us that often we don't want to look at or don't want to believe that are blocking us. A lot of it is held in our energetic body. It can be lifetimes ago. It can be patterns that were created with your twin in other incarnations together. It can be your initial wounding from your separation from God, whatever it is that you believe in. So when we meet our twin flame, it's like seeing that mirror that we don't want to see. It's bringing up all that pain body for them and for us. And so when we bump into that person, we either are drawn to them or repelled by them, if we're not in balance or if they're not fully in balance. So, oh, hi, Christine. This thing's starting to work now. I think I can see people popping on here. Okay, so Christine. Any quick comments, Christine, about what's happening with you and your twin flame, or what you're personally experiencing? You can give me a quick little message there. So we're working with clearing ourselves and getting into our energetic bodies and our karmic past. And a lot of the healing work that I do is based on all the layers of your body, your physical body, your emotional body, your energetic body, your karmic body, your ancestral patterning, your DNA, whatever it might be. So that's what I'm offering today. And let's see, no comments yet, unless I'm not able to, I might be a little slow here. So I'm going to go ahead and tune into you, Christine, and just see what's happening here. Okay. All right. So Christine, I want you to just tune in with me now. I want you to imagine that there's a white light coming in through the top of your head. It's this white, beautiful, bright, almost golden light coming in through the top of your head. And just take 3 big, deep breaths. Let that golden light fill you through the top of your head, going through your body, passing through your neck and your shoulders. Just take another big, deep breath. And let that warm, golden white light wash down your arms, and the inside of your body, and your chest, and your heart, and your back, all the way down into your belly. And let that warm, golden white light go down to your legs, all the way down to your feet, and continue that light stream down through the center of the earth, passing through the rock and the grass and the soil and the stone, all the way down to that molten magma in the center of the earth, a heartbeat, pulsation in the center of the earth. And so, Christine, I want you to scan your body from head to toe now. And just tune in to those places where you feel you couldn't imagine where the light was, or where it felt stuck or stagnant. Particularly, I want you to focus right in your gut. And just notice the way that the energy moves there or doesn't move. And notice if there feels like if there's flow or stagnancy, there's light or lack of light. And if I could describe it physically, it feels like there's a pit in your stomach. This isn't showing you the comments. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to see everybody's comments. It's not letting me see that. There we go. Now I can see everybody. Okay. So Christine, please tune in back into your belly here. Sorry for the interruption. Now I want you to notice what emotion you feel here, right in the pit of your stomach. Almost more into your intestines, going into the large intestine, and even down into your womb. This is your whole belly region, between your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. If you could describe that emotion in one word, just think to yourself, what would that emotion be? You could start with descriptive words like stuck or whatever comes to you, just the first thought. And just feel into where that emotion is stuck in your belly. And I want you to take your awareness back about 4 layers back behind. It's like there's a seed and this kind of like cone type energy blockage. That's where this seed starts, and it's just drawing this energy out. And get a sense of this feeling and where it comes from. I'm feeling it's either maternal or paternal. It's actually going back paternal. To paternal ancestors back 7 generations on your father's side. So go back 7 generations in your mind's eye to the source of where this feeling, this imbalance started, this ancestral pattern. To me, it feels like worry and suffering. And tune into what was happening 4 generations back on the paternal side of your family. What was happening then? What was the experience of the life that 4 generations back was happening? What caused them to have this feeling, this pattern that you know are carrying forward? Just notice the time and what was happening in their lives then that was causing this imbalance. And now I want you to ask your ancestors what wisdom they have for you or what the lesson is with this imbalance. And why, well, just ask them first. What is the lesson that you're all learning from this? And now reflect upon that and ask yourself how this is affecting your twin flame union. What part of this imbalance in you is blocking you from being fully receptive and fully open to receiving and being confident and connected and in harmony with your twin flame or your sacred beloved, whatever phase you're at. If you feel any grief at this time, just let those tears roll down. And come back to this body. Come back to 4 layers beyond, behind your sacral chakra. And with your mind's eye, I want you to grab the root of this blockage, 4 layers back, and just lift out like you're pulling a weed, just pull it out. And let that root be gone. And just imagine, I'm going to call Archangel Michael to release and cleanse this. He's opening a portal for you to release this energy into. May it be blessed, cleansed, and purified and recycled and sent home to God. Cleanse 1,000 times over. Now we call in Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael. Saint Germain is the healer of twin flames. The Saint of twin flames and Archangel Raphael is the healer of the body. So I'm asking them both now to come behind you, behind your back, and just feel this wave of white, golden light coming in through the back of your body, filling up that back body, blessing and cleansing and purifying and lighting up all those spaces in your stomach and your intestines, all the way down into your reproductive organs, your ovaries, down into your canal. Ooh. That felt very pleasurable. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be weird. I'm just getting a little tingle from that. So feel that white golden light coming in through the back of your body, the back of your spine, all the way down to your tailbone. Let it wash down into your legs. And you're up above now, bringing that light in through the top of your head and coming behind you now. Bringing that golden rush of light in, activating your Kundalini channels down into your legs. Yes. Good. Let that fill up the whole back body, now the front body. Feeling that energy, vibration, opening those 2 chakras, the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, opening and spinning. Yes. Okay. See if your guides or your twin needs to say anything. It's your paternal ancestors, okay? So they want to speak to you from their perspective now as an evolved masculine, that this is part of your path. This is part of your lineage to resolve this, to balance that masculine part of you through your paternal ancestors and to carry forth divine masculine within yourself as well. Not meaning that you won't connect with your divine masculine, but it's about balancing those masculine parts of you that trigger him or that he senses that scare him. Your divine masculine is just saying he needs time and to be patient. And I know that's hard, but he has some evolution work to do as well. So it's just going to take a little bit of time to have faith. And so this is, yeah, it's like if you two were close together, you would be like this. It's like you see each other, but you're not quite there. It's just taking time. Okay. So Christine, I hope that was helpful for you. I want to clear and release this session now. So I release your guides and angels, so disconnect from mine. And we thank all the saints and angels and guides involved coming in to help with this healing, and ancestors as well. Yes, okay, wonderful. Thank you, Christine. Okay, now we're moving on. Hey, let's see who's on here now. Helplessness. Okay. Yeah, Christine, if is that the same Christine? Yes, okay. So if you can see that fear that was in the gut and the whatever word it was, it's just that kind of pit in your stomach of helplessness. So work with that feeling, Christine. And I'm sorry, I just now saw your comment, but it seemed like it worked out fine. Let's see, who else? Next one here, Mihal. I hope I pronounced your name right. Mihal? Okay. Lovely to see you, and see. If you could comment, what if you have one word or feeling that you are working with your twin flame underneath where you wrote yes, please, so that I can see it. Just waiting for comments. So while we're waiting for Nicole to comment, I hope she's still on. That, the type of work that I do is working with all layers of the energetic body and working with, as you can see, the ancestral layers, the karmic layers, the DNA layers, the past life layers. And if you don't get a chance to get a reading from me today, please reach out to me, or you can get on lifeofoneness.com and email me at lifeofoneness@gmail.com. I'll be happy to discount you a session, and if you're not getting it today, we run out of time. And I also have a YouTube channel if you want to keep in touch, and I'm on the twin flame journey as well. So it's an ongoing lesson, and I'm constantly working through it myself and tuning into my guides in a way. So I'm happy to help anything that I can with your journey. I'm just waiting to see if Nihal has any comments here. So let's see who just hopped on recently. Stelios. Okay. I didn't hear from Nihal, so I'm not sure if she's still on here. If you are, Nihal, I apologize. Just comment below and I will get your comments and work on you. Oh, you are. Okay, you're there. I'm sorry. Sorry, Stelios. I'll drop Nihal real quickly. And then I'll get to you next. So just wait about 10 minutes and I'll get right to you. Okay. Nihal. Any comments? Let's see. All right. So, let's check in and see what's going on with your guides and your energetic body as well. Okay. I don't know why the name Stephen just came to mind. I don't know if that means anything to you. It's got an unusual spelling. Okay. All right, so let's tune into your guides. Calling your house guides to be part of this session, connect with my guides. We still have Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, who's coming in now. Okay. Saint Germain, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Felt your protection around me and Nihal through Archangel Michael, that any energy centers received are fully cleansed and blessed, purified and recycled and sent into God. And very soft energy. Okay, so you've got a lot of influences around you, Nihal. I see a lot of, don't freak out when I say this, but like entities that are with you. It's just almost like there's spirits that are kind of influencing you. Let's tune into more what that is. Sense of ancestry. Okay, so you've got some influences from your family, from your generationally. When I said ancestral, they said no. When I said generational, they said yes. So these people that are still living. It's like a younger man with his 20s or 30s. If it's like a brother or like brother figures or like a male in your life that is influencing you, is kind of negatively affecting you. Almost like this person in your life is affecting your bright light. You know, this person's kind of a negative influence in your life. And that sometimes it's hard to cut away from people that are longtime friends or family that are negatively influencing us and you know, saying things that make us doubt ourselves or doubt our twin flame connection. Because you know, a twin flame, you just don't get it. You don't get it. So it's foreign to them. It's like a new religion or something. They just don't, you know, they don't get it. So first I'm going to start with you tuning into behind your right shoulder. Okay. There's this male energy behind you, somebody who's living, but he's very much in your energetic field, and you don't want him in your field. There's another person over here I haven't tuned into yet, but we'll get to that in a minute. When I feel him, it feels like staticky, electric kind of energy. Like it's how I can describe that. You know, I mean, it could be somebody as a coworker that's just kind of driving you down. Something that's just weighing on your bright light. It's kind of dimming your light. So, tune in with your guides with me and just sense and feel who this person is and feel this tension behind you, in the back right side of your body here. And I want you to see a cord of energy between you and this person. It's like coming off of like almost like your right shoulder, your heart area. You know, this person's like latching onto you, they're also siphoning off you a little bit. And I want you to ask yourself, what is it about this person that I've allowed them to connect with me this way? What did I feel that I needed? Maybe it was someone to validate me or to make me think I was safe or think I was worthy. I feel like an ex-boyfriend or something that's still attached to you. You know who it is. Okay, so I want you to imagine that there's a big pair of golden scissors. I want you to take that golden pair of scissors and cut that cord between you and that person. Just ask your guides and angels to help you if you don't know how to do it. Whew. Release that golden scissors, and any remains on this right side of your shoulder. I'm going to come in and have to release this now. So any cord attachments, I want you to tune into this right side of your shoulder here. This person is meeting us, leaning a little bit to your heart here. And come into your energetic body here. And we're going to cleanse, purify, and bless any remains of attachment to this person. And we're going to completely dissolve that cord. and let it be purified and cleansed 1,000 times over. Asking Archangel Michael to please remove this. Archangel Raphael, please come in and heal all the damage. And okay, so they're saying that there's karma between you and this person that you need to resolve. But he is not of your energetic body. It doesn't mean that you have to necessarily be in a relationship with that person again, but that you need to resolve it within yourself. So let's go into this space here, feeling what is in this energetic act here. What is it that needs to be resolved? Is it forgiveness? Is it releasing your attachment to their beliefs about you? What feeling is coming up for you? Letting go of the hurt. Letting go of the hurt and damage in that relationship. Allowing Archangel Raphael now to come into your chest and your heart space and cleanse and purify. Remove the least attaching energies, entities, beings that are not here for your highest good. And ask for this healing of all the bodies, all the levels, all the lifetimes, including the present lifetime. Heal all the damage and bring healing to the present now. Let's tune in a little bit more. Let's try and get disconnected a little bit here. So bring that white light in through the top of your head. And let it wash down through your shoulders. Really strong in your energetic body. And let that white light come down like a golden stream through the back of your spine, through all the energy centers, radiating out into your front body, down through your arms and your legs, continuing that all the way down into your feet. And then let it go beyond your feet, down into the center of the earth, fully grounded and connected from heaven above and earth below. I'm sorry I jumped right into the clearing of this person without grounding you. I feel that now, so let's get grounded. Keep letting that waterfall of golden white light come through the top of your head, down to the center of your body, down through your feet, down to the center of the earth. Okay. Now let's tune into that heart center. That is stuck. And that needs to be cleansed and cleared. Okay, so right in the center of the chest, it feels like an opening, almost like a cut, like a wound, right in the center where your sternum is. So put your hand over your chest, both hands if you like. Calling in the crested consciousness of Buddha and Jesus to come in and heal your heart. And so now there's a golden thread of light that is sewing up this wound. Healing the crested consciousness of the Jesus in your heart center, the golden thread. The insides of the heart as well. Clearing out all the blockages, going through and clearing out all the stuck places in the heart. Releasing that energy out. And coming through your back body now to start to clear out. Releasing your left chamber. It's blocked. Left atrium needs to open. Open that chamber a little bit more. Let the blood flow in. Let the energy flow. Strengthening the walls. Good. Letting Christ and Buddha come in and hold space for this sacred heart, this sacred beloved heart who wants to be with her sacred beloved masculine. Yes, 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 yes. Opening to her fullness, opening to her divine essence, no longer attached to the negative energies of this damage that's been done. Offering forgiveness and thanks to that past karmic relationship that was holding her back. Now she can be her full divine essence. releasing, blessing, purifying. So Nihal, I want you to offer thanks and forgiveness for the lessons that you learned and the strength that you gained from that relationship. And send that person on your way. Once and for all. And released and free from this karmic past. And bringing that radiant energy behind your heart. Really fill up that heart energy behind the back of the body. Yes. Let your wings expand. It's like golden wings coming out the back of your body. Breathe that in. Yes, expanding, expanding. Wonderful. Ooh. I love this. I get tingles. So wonderful. Right. Yeah. Work. So, with your divine masculine, he seems very preoccupied with something. He seems kind of neutral. But I feel like with this opening with you now, your light is going to shine more brightly for him to see. Even if he's already seen you before, like really see you, that will trigger something in him. It will start a catalyst of this connection with you guys getting stronger because now you're stronger. So just, whenever you feel that you're longing for this or you're out of balance, really tap into first the divine feminine, divine masculine, but also the Buddha. The Buddha is a very peaceful, very wise way of calming your energy and balancing your heart. And the Christed energy. The Christed energy is the Buddha, is the Jesus. And particularly Buddha can answer a lot. Just meditate with the Buddha. It's very, very peaceful, very simple. Okay. So, thank you very much, Nihal, and I just connect from you and your guides, and thank all the guides and angels for doing this healing today. And I wish you well along your journey, and I hope that this has brightened your day and lifted your spirit and allowed your energy to expand and brighten so that you can radiate more of your divine essence. So I honor you on that. Okay, so the next person I was going to work with, I mentioned earlier, was Stelios. I hope I'm pronouncing all these names right. Okay, so Stelios, I hope you're still with us. All right, so let's see if Stelios wrote any other comments about what she wanted to work with. Okay. All right. All right. Stelios, Divine Goddess, how are you? Thank you for being here today. And again, I just want to thank everyone for being on and be patient. If I can't get to you, I'll try to do another one in about a week, or you can reach out to me at wonderfulness.com and I'll happily offer you a discount for my normal rates for energy healings and clearings, because it's really about us clearing ourselves and what's going on with us and what's holding up our path, and being in our fullness and our radiance. So it's really my desire to help you really align with your high true self, because the more you do that, the more your twin flame can do that as well. So you are a mirror of each other. So when you grow, he grows, or she grows. And so it's really about tuning with our bodies, listening to ourselves, and finding out from our karmic past, our ancestral past, our energetic layers, karmic relationships we have, patterns that have been created, things that are in our DNA. It's endless. So I'm working through all the layers of the body, and just seeing what comes up with you. So feel free to reach out to me if I don't get to you today. So, okay, Stelios. All right. And again, I apologize for pronouncing everybody's name. All right, let's tune in. So let's call your spirit guides in and connect with mind, give me information I need to help progress you with your divine feminine journey. And we still have all the same guides here: Archangel Michael, Raphael, Metatron, and Buddha, Christic Energy, and Saint Germain, the saint of the twin flames. Your presence is very strong. It commands noticing. Okay, so tune into your energetic body. It's pretty clear. I'm just asking deeper here, what is okay, so what I'm seeing with you is it's not necessarily something in your energetic body, it's something from your karmic past. There was a time in Egypt where you were a priestess and you were practicing magic. I'm tune into this a little bit more. Alright, so come with me on this journey. So let's tune in through the top of your head and just get grounded here. So let's bring in that light, radiant light from heaven, the golden stream. And let that wash down through the top of your head, connecting with the holy heavenly angels, coming in through the back of your head, down your back body and your spine. Just letting that gold, warm light, white, goldish, radiant light expand through all the cells in your body, down your arms, through the front of your chest and your organs, all the way down to your legs, and down to your feet, continuing all the way down to the center of the earth. Just continue to breathe out in 3 big deep breaths. And let that golden light come down through the top of your head, through your body, down to the earth, all the way to the center of the earth, all the way to your moon. One more big deep breath. Okay. So I want you to go back to a time that you were in Egypt and you were a priestess. I don't know if you've read the Sophia Code. It's a book by Kyra that talks about what was happening not only to the times of Egypt, but all the divine feminine times, whether it's Green Tara or Onion or whatever. But I would like you to read, actually, here. I'm being drawn to pull the book. Pardon me. I apologize, I can't find it at this moment. It's really strange, I always have that book with me and I can't find it. So, apologies for the interruption. So let's go back in here. Bringing that golden light into the top of your head. And into your feet. Let's go back to the time that you were in Egypt. During that time, there was all sorts of magic going on. There was sex magic going on. That was, the purpose of that was for getting closer to God. And some of it was holy and some of it was dark. It became a little out of balance. And there were rituals and practices and things that were done that created a lot of harm for you. That needs to be resolved. And that some of it with your twin flame and some of it with just the divine masculine itself. So I want you to tune into the divine masculine collective. And particularly tune in with Isis and Osiris. The divine masculine, divine feminine during that time. And I want you to see both of them in front of you. Divine masculine, divine feminine at the times of Egypt that were closely related to this magic that we're doing during that time. Particularly Osiris. So he's holding out something to you. He's handing you something. An offering. And now I want you to offer something to him as some sort of asking for forgiveness or a gift that you're giving to masculine. And so now he holds out this holy fire in his palm with his hands, just like this. He's holding out his palms and he's got fire and flames coming from each hand, this twin flame in his hand. And he's asking you to grow into the fire and forgive yourself for any wrongdoing, any misunderstanding, any damage that you've done to any masculine or anyone during that time, and to release that karmic pattern that is in your energetic fields, in your energetic body. Oof, yeah. Throw it all into the fire of his palms. So now he's taking the palms of his hands with the twin flame fires, and he's running down the front and the back sides of your body, tuning more into your twin flame frequency. And you're asking for this healing in all the bodies, all the levels, all the lifetimes, including the present lifetime. Throw all the damage being healing into the present now, surrounding you with this twin flame energy, cleansing and purifying you, offering forgiveness to you, on the sides of your body. And I'm feeling a deer spirit come in, like a deer with antlers. It's bringing this gentleness into your energetic field, into your karma, this softness, this peace. Now through this connection with Osiris, and with this new gentle deer, it's actually a male, it's a buck, it's a divine masculine buck. This divine masculine deer that's coming into your energy. It's like they're becoming a spirit guide for you now. Or maybe it has been for a while, but it's just in the present. I want you through these two divine males to see that these two representations are what represent your divine masculine. This gentleness with the deer and the fierceness with Osiris, but also very forgiving. Bring that awareness into your energetic field. Bring that gentleness and forgiveness right into your energetic field, into your heart. So I feel like you still feel somewhat attached to that karmic there in Egypt. So we're going to do a little bit more work here. I want you to really see that life. I want you to see where you were, what building you were in, who you were working with. You'll see the whole scene, the landscape, the people, the time, the clothes that they're wearing. And I want you to send that image into the fire of the hands of Osiris, and let it be cleansed and purified and disconnected from you to burn any energetic cords, attachments, burn all the cords that are related to you, release you from that time, release you from that karma, and offer gratitude for the lessons, and offer gratitude for the forgiveness and the honoring of the path from Osiris. Release that now into the fire. Burn all the cords right from the center of your heart, right there. Let burn all the way up. Okay. I want you to draw in this gentle holy fire that is now within you, and sit in that divine twin flame energy. The two flames balanced and gentle. and peaceful. You might find that your intimacy goes up. We can only hope, but I'm feeling that it's a real Kundalini igniting. Even if it's already ignited, it's going to really open up things a lot, because now there's not the kind of guilt attachment to the past. It's a lot more opening and releasing and letting go. So, have fun with that. Okay. All right, Stars, let's come back to this place and say thank you to Osiris and thank you to the deer spirit, the duck, and to all of the spirit guides that are involved in helping to facilitate and clear this energy healing session. And disconnect my energy from you and from my guides to yours. And bring thanks and gratitude for trusting and believing in me to hold this space for you. I hope it really brightens your day and shifts things for you in your twin flame. And honor you in your path. I can sense that you're a very strong presence, and that might intimidate your twin a little bit, but maybe not. The gentleness will come across as a little softer. Most twins are afraid of each other anyway. It's normal. So, you know, when you're in the game, I guess, when you're not in the game. But anyhow, thank you so much, Stelios. I appreciate you, and blessings along your twin flame path. Okay, let's see. Who else is here? Let's go to the comments. See who's next. One second, I'm just trying to scroll through the comments and see if I missed anything here. Okay. Let's see. Sally Love. Okay. Nice last name. It's actually not my last name, but you know, gotta keep some anonymity sometimes. But it's my adopted last name because that's what I love. So, Sally Love, if you're still with me here, if you're still on, let me just scroll down, make sure you're still here. I'm here. Okay. Okay, so Sally, let's check in and see what's going on with you. Just here. All right, so Sally, I'll try to get 2 more people in, including Sally, because I do have to end this at 2:30. So, Sally, you're the second to last, and then I'll pick 1 more after this, because I have to pick up my son from school. I'd stay here all day if I could, but you know, duty calls. My mom. So, Sally. Yeah, the Buddha's really talking to me now about you. But really just, he's getting my attention in relationship to you. So, which means he's really connecting to you. He really wants to speak through you. He wants to speak with you. Love. He's all about love, you know, blessing love. All right, so let's tune in. So Sally, from heaven above, let's tune in here. So we're calling in your spirit guides to connect with my spirit guides. We still have our team here that we've been working with everyone, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Collective, Saint Germain, the Saint of the Twin Flames, the Christ of Jesus, and Buddha. And yeah, okay. So let's tune in. Take a big deep breath, Sally. And tune in through the top of your head here. And imagine that golden white light coming through the top of your head, down through the center of your body, filling your back body, down through your belly, and your legs, all the way down out through your feet, continuing that white golden stream of light down to the center of the earth. Okay. So just keep tuning in. Glad to hear that's actually your last name. It's a beautiful path to be on with that name. Two more deep breaths here. Big deep breath. Draw in through the top of your head, down through the center of your body, connecting down to the earth. Keep breathing and letting that golden stream of light like a waterfall come through your body, down through your abdomen, chest, down through your legs, and wiggling up your feet. Okay. So Sally, what's going on? What's working, Sally? Okay, so Buddha has something to say about spiritual awareness. So the Buddha is saying something about spiritual awareness and the differences between the spiritual awareness of you and your twin. And even though you might both believe or not believe in the whole twin flame thing or not, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but there's something that's a difference in beliefs. You know, you've got the Buddhic heart, you've got the love, you've got the you know, just that kind of, you know, just it's just that overall love vibration that you tune in with your spirituality. It's not so dogmatic as much as it is just about love. And it's like each one's just having a hard time seeing it the way that you do. Which, you know, this whole thing is very intimidating for most people who are coming along the twin flame journey in general. So that coupled with, you know, having to believe in something. Again, it's almost like a religion to some people, and to the outsiders, it's like a cult. And so, when you call someone your twin flame, it puts pressure on them to be that be all end all person for you. And so, I recommend that for all of us to not use the word twin flame, or to not even tell them they're our twin flame, but to just radiate the love that we are and the love that we um, know that we have inside for this person, the compassion that we share, and the reflection that we share, and then just as in any relationship, you know, until they're really ready to fully see what you see, um, it's just it's frightening to them, and it's intimidating, and it can push them away because now it's like you're asking them to subscribe to some new religion or something. So yeah, the Buddha is just so okay. So the message of the Buddha is that the Buddha is very simple. The Buddha doesn't really subscribe to any certain dogma. It's just all about love and do no harm. And I find myself when I have a question about, like, am I offering respect? Am I valuing myself? And I Google Buddha value self. There's an answer. There's always a Buddha quote for it. And so let's find out now. What is your question? What is it that you want to ask the Buddha about you and your twin along this journey? You know, Buddha's saying keep it simple. It doesn't need to be all these dogmas and words and belief systems. Like, just keep your connection with this person very simple. And just be in that space of that Buddhic love. And eventually it'll come around. It's never in the time that we want it to, but again, there's a whole Google search on Buddha on patience as well. Which, you know, every twin flamer hates to hear, be patient, but it's part of our path as well. So what is it that you want to ask the Buddha? Doing your best. How can you do your best to connect and attract your twin? It's really just about simply being yourself. And there's something on that the Buddha talks about with how expectations cause suffering. And that's something worthy of reading of one. I don't really have any specific books to recommend. I'm sure you'll be drawn to the right one. Yeah, okay, so let's just tune into your energetic body and see if there's anything going on. Okay, so I want you to bring your awareness down into your womb space, into like your uterus area. And just place your hand over where that would be. Just feel into that space down there. Notice whether it feels light or heavy, if there's flow, if there's stagnancy, what emotion or feelings come up when you tune into that space. It's pulling it up there. It's feels stuck. And so now I'm just getting stress. This impatient stress that things just can't move and not the way I want them to be. Whatever comes up for you, I'm sure it's all truthful. It's all true. So I'm calling an Archangel Raphael now to come in and cleanse out this space here. And get in front and behind your space. Actually, I'm going to go inside your body, so excuse me if you feel inside your stomach there. So I'm just clearing out the waste attachment energies that she's feeling from that. That's good. Pulling up this cord, so help me. There's a cord behind your back, right about low lumbar L2, which is like right below your hip bones, if you don't know what that is, in the middle of your spine. 2 vertebrae down. So there's a cord there. We're going to pull this cord out that's attached to this frustration. It's not really anything big major, it's just frustration. There's nothing chronic or ancestral tied to it. It's just simply, so with your mind's eye, helping to pull the root of this out and put it into the circle and the ring. Archangel Michael, take away and bless and purify. And then coming in, and I'm going to fill up this organ with this bright, golden light, radiant orange light right into the womb, expanding out into the ovaries, down to the canal. Okay, really more into your ovaries, especially your left ovary. Really feel that strong, bring that light into that left ovary. Right, that fallopian tube. Okay, so it was stuck a little bit. So I'm going to go in here and open that up. So we're going to open up that fallopian tube a little bit on the left side. There we go. Fill it up. Okay. And let that golden light continue down through your legs. Let that round out. And that warm golden light down through your legs. Okay. All right. So Sally, I think that is good. I think that's good. We've got some things to connect with and support you along the way with the Buddha. Let's just disconnect our energies now. Thank our spirit guides and the Buddha for coming in and helping with that, and all the angels that assisted with this cooling. And yeah, so read up on the Buddha. There's a lot of wisdom there. It's not very dogmatic. It's very simple. It will give you a lot of the answers when you're on your journey. You need some feedback. If you're like, I'm frustrated. Type in frustration with the Buddha, you know, and then you'll get some answers. So thank you again, Sally. We're giving you this time to work with you, and I hope that it helps you along your twin flame journey and helps to kind of smooth things over a little bit. So, okay, one more. Thank you again. I'll try to get a quick one in before I have to go pick up my son. Oh, good. You don't describe the dogma either. Good. But yeah, the twin flame journey can be seen as a dogma sometimes, and that twin flames can get really intimidated by that. You're very welcome. Thank you too, Sally. Thanks for your comments. Yeah, everybody doubts the twin flame journey at times because it can be really, really difficult. And I just want to, you know, say that, you know, it's, if you focus more on your ascension than being with your twin flame, it's a much more pleasant journey. Because it really is, the twin is a mirror and is reflecting you and what you have unhealed within you, you know, to be in your fullness and your wholeness. So you're both seeing that mirror reflection and becoming more into your wholeness through that reflection. Doesn't always mean you're going to be together. It could be, you know, now. It could be 2 years from now. It could be 10 years from now. It could be never. You know, and as a twin flame, it breaks my heart to say that and to hear that. But I also know that I'm not going to disrespect myself and let go of my values to be with somebody who's not where I'm at. Because I love myself first initially, and I believe that's what this show is about, is self-love. Because if you can't put yourself first, and your happiness and your self-respect first, then you haven't learned the twin flame journey. You haven't learned the lesson. That it's about being the divine masculine and feminine within yourself first, and then you and your twin can come together. And you just have to, and to them, for the masculine, I believe it's more just about them surrendering to the feminine. But for the women on the feminine side of it, I believe like we really just have to find self-love, because we tend to be the chasers. We're the ones who are evolving ahead, who are progressing, like 10 layers of consciousness ahead of where they're at. They're stuck in addiction and bad relationships and, just whatever dysfunctional patterns. And I'm not speaking in general about the divine masculine. I'm just saying what I've seen, people that I know and what I've experienced, but I don't know about the whole collective, but I'm just saying my experience. So there's plenty of divine masculines that are looking for the divine feminine, and the feminine is scared and she's running away. But it's all about self-love. So it's easy to doubt, but it's really more about you loving yourself fully and wholly. Let me just see who is the last person. Tamlin Scott, if you're still here. Okay. Tamlin Scott. Okay, good luck to you, Sally. Thank you so much again. Okay, so moving on to Tamlin. Let me just see here. And again, I apologize if I did not get to you. That you are welcome to reach out to me and have a session with me, and I will offer you a discounted rate if I can. And let's see. So Tamlin, this is going to be a little shorter one, so I do have to leave soon. But let's tune in here. So breathe in deep, connecting through the top of your head, bringing in the white, golden light. Down through the center of your body. Continuing down out through your feet and your legs. Continue with Mother Earth. Do that 3 times. Breathe in through the top of your head. Down up to the center of your body. Down up through your feet. And connect down into the center of the earth. Another big deep breath. Okay, so Tamlin, tune in down into your sacral chakra. It's the one below your navel. This one is the sexual chakra. Also your personal power. And I feel like there's been some trauma to this area. And without getting too personal, it's almost like there's been a lot of powerlessness in this region of your body. There's been power and control over you from the masculine. So normally I just tune you in and let you feel it out, but I really just wanted to point that out to you because I felt it was necessary to go there and to say it. So I want you to tune into this feeling down there and what it feels like. It feels contracted. It's like a little twinge, it's like this minor thing that you're holding on to. It wasn't a minor thing when it happened, but it's a minor energy, you know, that's still there. That just needs to be released. So bring your hand over your solar plexus and tune in. And just feel where there's a little part of you that's holding back. And let's connect with your guides and my guides and let them assist us with this and tune with you. What part of you is still holding back? It's like you're holding back trust. Trust in the masculine. Because of this feeling of being overpowered. So maybe a memory is coming to mind, or an incident that happened, or just a feeling for a person. You see this situation in front of you now, or this person in front of you now. And there's a filter between you and this situation, this person. You just see the scenes that happened. It's a lot of happiness in your heart right now. And now Archangel Michael is coming in, and he's going to cleanse and purify this scene, this incident, and you feel all the feelings that you feel down in there now, whether it's stuck or grief, whatever it is, stress, and just release it into this filter. So he's putting this cleansing veil between you and this scene, this person, and just throw it into this veil that's just going to cleanse and purify as it goes through this veil. So just lift it up out of your belly, and if you just do the motion of just grabbing this stuckness, this tension in your belly, just lift it up and throw it through the veil. Archangel Michael's blessing, cleansing, and purifying this all the grief that you feel in your heart, and releasing that from your body. Just keep grabbing, releasing that until you feel that it's totally cleansed and released. Just bringing it out. Also in the back body of your spine, right at the top. Right at the top of L1, where your low lumbar and your low back meet. Pulling that out. So I'm coming behind you now. Let's pull this out. It's funny that this is a pattern for many of us to have this coincidence of this location. It's all around the womb space. And we're cleansing and bringing light into those areas. It's almost like a blossom. Yes, I see. It's like that orange flower blossoming, like a dandelion, or this bright orange golden flower blossoming now in your sacred space. Let that flower, that chakra spin and radiate. Bringing that radiance into the back body, into the spine, down into the pelvis, yes, into that whole space. Let that radiant flower that's blossoming from your sacrum, bright light, come and expand through your whole abdomen, down through your legs, feeling that bright, grounded, warm, open sacral energy down into your legs. Feeling that empowerment, letting go of powerlessness, bringing that powerful energy back into your legs. Feeling rooted, feeling full, feeling strong. Bringing that down into your legs. Yes. Okay. Now, the image on the other side of the veil is being dissolved. being washed away. Archangel Michael is cleansing it and dissolving it right before your eyes and removing that scene and that memory and that time and attachment, feeling emotion just lightly. It's completely dissolved. Now there's nothing in front of you but beautiful white veil, very clear, a clear screen. Okay, so Saint Germain is coming in. He's planting a little seed in your belly. It's like this purple stone. And he's putting down this, purple's like the color of holiness. And he's planting this seed of holiness into your womb. And he's planting this right in your uterus, holding you and it's like this, anchoring this blessing, this gift, this healing inside you. Okay. All right, so thank you for that. And Tamlin, disconnect from my guides from your guides and disconnect from you, and thank every of the angels and spirit guides that were involved. And Saint Germain, Archangel Michael especially, and we're just saying that this is it's your twin flame, and I don't have anything specific on that. Just that this was something that was necessary for you to evolve and ascend to even closer to that journey. But I don't have any specific details. This is good. This is good for you, and your room space is open and powerful, and the holy energy of Saint Germain right now. So I can ask for more. Well, thank you so much again, and blessings to you on your journey. And I think that this is helpful. And so I must ask you all to please reach out to me if you need any further guidance. If you would like to set up a session to get a full reading and cleansing, they can last up to an hour just for you and yourself, and you can possibly look at your more into the dynamics of you and your twin flame and how that energetic relationship and flow is happening. I like to start with the individual first to see what's blocking, and we can go deeper, but I only have time to do a little bit today, so I wanted to try to get to as many people as I could. I'm sorry I couldn't get to all of you. I wish I could sit here all day and just help you all work through this, but I'll try to do another video in a week. If not, reach out to me at lifeofoneness.com, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day, and release all of the angels and guides and the ancestors from the ceremony and close the space. And I'm so grateful for all of you logging on here, and again, apologies to not be able to get to everyone. But many blessings to you on your journey. Thank you so much. Have such a beautiful, blessed day. Namaste.